What's up, guys? Here we are, week 8 preview and predictions. I'm in my new office, which is our former playroom. I do have the turtle tank back there. Chester, Scooter, Jamal, they're killing it. But yeah, let's get right into it. I was kicked out of the living room or the dining room, so I have my new office, which I'm fired up about. Quick recap: dominated last week. Went 6-0, so I was pretty fired up about that. Jack in small writing there went 3-3, so he just didn't get the job to continue. Just not good enough. But let's get into it. We have bottom up 12th place Steve against 10th place Jimmy, who's on a 4-game losing streak. Just a short month ago, this guy was in first. Talk about a collapse. Biggest collapse since, I'm not going to say 9/11. But let's quickly touch upon Jimmy's team. Rams are in desperate mode for a win here. They're 3 back from the Niners and the Seahawks as well. Look for the Rams to absolutely demolish the Bengals in an on-to-Cincinnati moment for these Rams. Season on the line, Goff's going to unleash with like 27. The Falcons are on to 2020, but I think they put up a good fight against Seattle's mediocre defense, and Julio has a great day. Keenan doesn't, though. He stinks. He doesn't stink, but I don't know about these Chargers. They definitely stink. But the rest of the team, he does have difficult matchups, so it might be a low score. But Steve is waiting for Miami to show up. That won't happen. Still has Kenyon Drake just floating around. He could probably drop him. Melvin Gordon should have held out all year. He stinks. His 4 skilled players are at Chicago, at Pittsburgh, at New England, at Minnesota. I mean, that's tough. The only important players he has home are 3 from the Falcons, and Matt Ryan might have a day, but can someone tell Steve that the Falcons defense sucks? I mean, it's just bad. I mean, they might get a point this week, but they also, I think the over-under is negative 1.5 for the defense, but Jimmy's going to win this one. Next, we got 11th place Brendan, 7th place Jack. Brendan's team's heating up. His defense might get 20, and his cousin knows what happens when defenses score 20 plus. Todd Gurley won't be needed, though, so maybe he'll be rested by halftime when they're demolishing the Bengals. So that's something to look out for. Diggs is the lone receiver for Kirk tonight, so he might get 165 and 2 TDs. Like my Bucks coming off a bye in Tennessee. Jack has McCaffrey coming off a bye in San Francisco, though, so they're looking to stay undefeated. That defense looks great. I think Lockett will have a big day in Atlanta. And the Vikings D give the Redskins their second straight shutout defeat. I think this matchup's going to be pretty close, but I'm going to go with Brendan. Nick, 3rd place, Ryan 9th. Everyone in this matchup is home or inside, if that matters, or against a so-so defense. So I think Houston-Oakland matchup is going to be high scoring. Rillo's going to benefit a lot with Watson, Hopkins, and Josh Jacobs. I can see our Raiders getting that win down in Houston. John Gruden's going to throw an absolute rager, probably invite Antonio Brown to the party. I also like just about everyone else on the Tahoe Titsuckers this week. I'll be shocked if the Lions D allow the yardage they did last week. I think they limit the Giants, so I do think Juju Smith back up after a bye playing the Dolphins. They're going to have a good week. Ryan's team, he's got everyone home except Cortland Sutton, who's on the road, but he's now the official number 1 for the Broncos. So I do like most of the matchups for Ryan. He's got Fournette, who's only got a touchdown this year, so he's going to find the end zone again. Ty Johnson might do well. I don't really know who he is. I just know Jack wanted him. Gerald Everett against the Bengals. He led the Rams in targets last week, so I think that's just going to keep up. Great pickup for him. Maybe Steelers, you can get 25 against Miami. I don't know. I can see Ryan's team scoring 100, but I really just think Nick's team is going to get like 125 this week, so he's going to win that one. Bill, 8th place versus Evan, who's in 2nd. Drink your water. These guys go way back. Good friendship. Hope it stays that way this week. I like Stafford, Bill. I like Cousins better, but it is Thursday night, so I like your choice to keep him on the bench. Derrick Henry's projected 15 against my Bucks. Makes sense. Bucks stink. I love them, though. You got 2 Jets starting. That's just tough to overcome, especially if they have a bad day, which is likely. They might see ghosts. Jags have a good D, so I'm kind of concerned for you. I do love Coleman, though. Hope he stays healthy. I think he can have an incredible year continued for those Niners, but I do think he has a great week against the Panthers. Evan without Lamar, I'm not sure how that's going to fare for him for the first time this year. I still don't like the Bills. I know they're like 5-1 or something, but they're just a mediocre team. And the Eagles got to be hungry. Dalvin Cook against the Skins Thursday night scares me. Mahomes went down, and the Vikings don't need to overuse any players on a bad Thursday night matchup, so I don't know about Dalvin Cook. The more I look at this, Seahawks are going to win, but the Falcons might score a lot, so I think Bill is going to win this one. Evan's going to get a lot of points taken away by that Seahawks D. Bill. Ty 6, Jesse first. Kamara's back, I think. Breeze might play, but obviously don't start him. Stick with Brady against the Browns. I mean, for you, Ty, you might want to actually start rooting for this Pats defense to not do well and force Tom Brady to, I don't know, make a comeback or get yards, get points for the Pats. But Chris Carson has a great matchup against Atlanta. Bucks are back, and Godwin will be attempting to hold onto wide receiver 1 ranking. I have a meeting soon, so I'm trying to sprint through this. I don't have any thoughts on Kenny Stills. Titans D against the Bucks. Jesse's without Zeke. Still obviously like this team a lot. I like Woods. I do like Hyde. I like Golladay too against the Giants. I think it's his week. Marvin Jones isn't going to have the week he had last week. Time to spread the wealth. But, I mean, Jesse's projected to lose by 10, but I just can't pick against him. I don't know. I can see him winning this matchup. We'll see what happens. That Chiefs game against the Packers is going to be big. Highest ranking matchup, Glenn 4th, Dan 5th. As we speak, Dan has some injuries, and Glenn is projected to win by 47.5. This was a screenshot from earlier that I have here, but it looks like Devontae Adams is now projected to not score. Same with Sterling Shepard. Still doesn't have a kicker in, so that's fine, but that's crazy. Obviously, it's all going to change, but Glenn's projected 112. I can't remember someone projected so high in standard. Everyone's home for him except tight end 2, Darren Waller, and Russell Wilson in Atlanta. That's fine. His team's opponents, Falcons, Dolphins, Browns, Cardinals, Bengals, Jets. Wow. I mean, he just has easy matchups. Ned's best player, Chubb, is playing against the Patriots, and then Kyler Murray against the Saints. So just nothing is going in Dan's favor this week. I'll be shocked if he wins. Good luck, but Glenn is going to win this. And most likely a beat down. But yeah, look at this. This is what it is right now. Who's Ned gonna start? Who's he gonna start for Adams? Here it is, Ned. Here is your advice. I come with one advice per week. Auden Tate is look like he's gonna take Sterling Shepard's spot, and then you're gonna need to pick up Auden. Okay, and Madison. Good luck, Dan. Thanks for listening.